Squirtle! 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 Squirtle!
Go!
Squirtle!
Squirtle!
Squirtle! Squirtle!
Fuck you, Squirtle.
Squirtle! Squirtle!
Stay in that ball. Let it roll 3 times. Come on. 1, 2, yeah, 3. The stars. Yes! I caught a Squirtle. What's next? Welcome to Second Run Reels. Today we're reviewing
Pokemon, the first movie.
Pokemon the first movie. So everyone, how was your day?
I slept all day.
I went to the store. My dog has less hair. I went grocery shopping. Filmed. Oh, you were filming today? Quick dinosaur video you guys have all been asking for. And I started editing it too, and I watched Pokemon, which is what we're going to talk about today. Pokemon first movie.
Gotta review them all, second run reels.
Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Alright, why don't you tell us the premise of Pokemon, the first movie?
Well, in Pokemon the first movie, it is established that Team Rocket has hired a bunch of scientists to locate Mew, create something better, a Mewtwo, a Mew more. And they do that, and then he comes to life, and he pulls an Ultron, and he just destroys everything, and literally people die. So then he's like, what is the meaning of life? Why am I here? Is this my purpose? And then Giovanni comes out and he's like, let me train you. And then he trains him, and then he's like, you're a bitch. And then he flies off, and he builds an island, and he's like, invite all the Pokemon trainers, the best around. And the Nurse Story's like, okay. And then there's a Dragonite with a mailbox that goes, and then he delivers to Ash, who somehow is the strongest Pokemon trainer around. Somehow. And a bunch of people go to this boat station. There's a big swirly storm. Then there's some plot position and basic foreshadowing and telling of the end of the plot. And then everyone gets on their Pokemon. They're like, I don't need that because I got a Gyarados. And then he hops on the Gyarados, and then all the people hop on the other Pokemon, and they go off into the sea. And Ash is like, no, Pikachu, we're going to go too. And then Pikachu, and then they go, and then they're hired by, they get Vikings, which is actually Team Rocket, ding-a-ding-a-dong, and prepare for trouble, and make it double, and meowth, and then, there's a boat crash, and then they get on the island, and then they introduce all the gyms, all the people, and then all the Pokemon, they're like, this is my Pokemon, this is my Pokemon, and then where's my Pokemon? Raise your hand if you understood that. Is he okay? Usually.
Oh my god, he's crying.
Excuse me, everyone. Alright, and then Mewtwo. So much. And then that's an integral part of the plot too. And Mewtwo comes down and he's like, I'm the greatest Pokemon master. I don't know why I changed his voice. He's like, I'm the greatest Pokemon master. And then everyone's like, you can't be a Pokemon trainer because we're racist. And then he's like, you're a dumbass. And then he flings him off, and he's like, no, Gyarados, and then brings out a clone Pokemon. And then Team Rocket sneaks in there with Mew, and then there's a Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur versus clones of them fight. And it gets really emotional because Charizard dies, but he doesn't die, but he gets fainted and whatnot, and it's really emotional. And then he's like, well, now that you failed, I can capture your Pokemon. And then he sends out all these balls, and then they capture all the Pokemon, even if they're in their balls, and then they get cloned. And then they come out, and then there's a Pokemon army, and Ash chases Pikachu, And he's like, no, Pikachu. And then Pikachu's like, Pikachu. He goes in after him, and then he's like fighting against the arms, and he's like, Dad, give me back, Pikachu. And then he comes out, and the whole thing explodes, and then there's an army of other clone Pokemon, and then he gets all the Pokemon out, and then Mewtwo's like, yeah, I'm the best Pokemon trainer ever. And then Ash comes out of the shadows like a badass, and he's like, not today. And then all the Pokemon come out after him. And then they're like, fuck. And then they gotta fight. And then it starts playing that song, a really bad song. I'll send Pat an MP3 so he can start playing it right now. And then as all the Pokemon are clashing together, and then all the emotional music is playing, and Mew comes, and he's fighting Mewtwo. And then they're fighting some more, but then they start dying, and then they're like all worn out because they can't use their special attacks. And they're like punching each other like, Pikachu! Pikachu! And there's tears, and there's a lot going on. And then Ash, he's like, somebody's gotta stop this. So then he runs down, and then Mewtwo and Mew blast their attacks together, and then he steps in front of it, and then he dies, and then everybody starts fucking crying because Pikachu's sitting there, Pikachu, and then everyone starts crying, and all the kids in the theater are crying. And my dad loves to tell the story and how I was crying when they took me to the theater to go see it when I was like 7, and then all their tears bring him back to life. And then Mewtwo's like, shit, that's pretty cool. All right, guys, let's go. And then, boom. They go away to a secret island that isn't talked about until the movie Mewtwo Returns, which doesn't happen until like the end of Gen 2 or something like that. It was a straight to DVD, whatever the hell movie. Yeah, I'll remember this forever, but fuck it, you guys won't. And then he erases everyone's memory, and he takes them back to the boat place, and he's like, end of the movie. And then there's credits, and then they're walking, and it's like The Hobbit, and then it's like they're going all over the place, and they don't remember anything. And Ash is like, wow, I think I saw a mythical Pokemon like I did the first day I left, which was horrible. And then, hey, and it's Pokemon 2000. So now you've seen the movie, Pat.
I haven't watched the movie since puberty, so yeah.
It was a really short movie.
Yeah, it was like only an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, it flew by so quickly.
Yeah, it felt like one of those long episodes on TV, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't feel like
I got the Pokemon cards too with it.
I think the Mew ones, like with the weird indecipherable
Ancient Mew cards.
ancient Mew.
Well, actually, no, I think the Ancient Mew cards came out with the second one because that was a big plot point of the second film.
Maybe.
They're not that much. They're worth like $10.
They came out with a bunch for the first movie, and then they came out with a bunch for the second movie, and then for the third movie. And I have all the cards across all the movies. I was actually debating on bringing all my Pokemon cards, so I
You should
figure it
write
out 100%. Just what? Yeah, see, then they gave out these cards to the premiere. Sometimes they get really excited. It turns into a
Trio.
Ew.
Yeah. What does that even mean?
Brad's like, words.
You know, when I'm done, it looks like an Alolan Trio.
I don't know what that is.
Little hairs and everything.
Okay.
Ew, that's fucking gross.
One way next to it.
I think you
Yeah, I know. I didn't watch this movie because I've seen it a while ago. I only remember the part where like, Pikachu and Pikachu are slapping the shit out of each other.
It was kind of for like Pokemon. It was kind of graphic. Like they're just slapping the shit out of each other for like a full 5-10
Well,
minutes.
Pokemon is literally.
I know. But usually it's like laser beams. You know?
Yeah, they like totally made the Pokemon fighting totally graphic, and they're just like, yeah, this is what you're doing, kid. I can realize that.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
There were a lot of people that died in this movie.
Yeah.
In the beginning, all the scientists died. Probably a lot of Team Rocket members died. There's one thing I noticed. When they all go off, the Pokemon trainers go off from the island, and everyone's like, no, don't go, it's not safe. There's the guy that rides off on the Gyarados, there's the chick that rides off on the Dugong, there's the guy that rides off on the Pidgeot, which she calls Pidgeotto throughout the entire movie. But there's also a second chick that goes off on a Fearow.
Oh, I remember that.
And she wasn't there, so I'm pretty sure she died.
And nobody remembers it either.
Because it was like a couple of frames. You just see some chick getting on a Furo and just, and I'm like, wow, wait. I remember that Pokemon being part of all this. So I took a look, and then once they got in, I was like, no, she's not. She died.
So on a death.
Or turned back, maybe. I don't know. She probably died.
She probably died.
She probably died.
We have a moment of silence.
Do you think Mewtwo would fuck Misty?
I would.
Well, I mean, she's under his pad.
I meant the fucking Mewtwo, Tom.
Well, he probably fucked her.
But you said you
Probably fucking destroyed.
I think he's got to do it backwards since technically his tail is his penis because it starts out right here and just goes under.
Actually, by definition, our penis should be a tab.
But if there's like a little compartment, and it goes, and from the tail,
Like
it goes,
a shake of water.
because he's
Oh,
Mewtwo.
it opens up. So he has two penises.
No, he just has a penis. The first thing is like a girl, but he doesn't fuck it because he speaks English and he's like, I want to fuck you. There's Joy. She's like, okay.
I think that's Brock's.
I guess.
No, Brock doesn't get any puss, none whatsoever.
Is he Asian? What is he?
Yes,
He is Asian.
he's like Hawaiian Asian or Filipino,
If he eats spam, he's definitely from Hawaii.
but I don't remember him being Spanish.
Well, actually,
think
if he's
spam
eating
exists.
pork, he's probably eating spam. But there's technically a mystery meat of spam, so spam could be Pokemon.
I remember when they were having onigiri in the show, and he called them hamburgers or something like that, or sandwiches. Let's eat these sandwiches. And they're just rice squares.
They talk about Michigan in this movie.
They do?
Yeah, they mention Michigan.
Michigan. Oh, no, it wasn't Michigan. It was a different. It was somewhere
Minnesota.
in
Oh, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I guess they were making like
Yeah.
a sports reference or something. Because they were like, when he gets on the Viking boat with the Team Rocket, Brock is like, I didn't know there were Vikings still around. And Ash is like, that's because they're all in Michigan. I think it's a sports thing. Isn't there a team called the Vikings
Yes.
in Minnesota?
Yeah. Minnesota, eh?
Why would there be a sports joke in a Pokemon movie?
I don't know. That's what confused
For
me.
the
Like, I was
adults,
trying to
they
figure
were
it out.
like, their dads would like,
Like Pokemon's going there watching.
The first Pokemon.
Or like, what if
you got
they
a
weren't
dad
though?
sitting in his chair with a beard, he's like,
What if they?
the movie's good.
What if they?
Yeah, go Vikings, eh? Go Vikings.
They're like high five. Yay!
But what if like they didn't like that to you? And you're just like grab their son by the arm and be like, "Fuck this movie, son, let's go."
Fuck the Vikings, fuck you, and fuck this movie, eh? We're out of
Give
here.
me that card, eh?
I'm just trying not to talk about the History Channel series now.
The Vikings.
It's okay. How long ago had
So
cat, but that's just me.
the regions. Well, I can do it. Kanto, Johto, Hoenn. Wow. Sinnoh, Unova, Alola, right? Right? Yeah. And there's one more. Is there one more? Is there one more? Minnesota.
It's Kalos.
That's what it was.
Leaks and stuff. Pokemon Crown and Scepter apparently. Jenny. Ah, the Switch.
What's it called?
Pokemon Crown and Scepter apparently. That's what they think
See,
from the leaks and stuff.
what they're gonna do is in this one, you know how they had keys in the previous one,
No.
the keys that were Pokemon? It's called like Cleft Foot, Cleft Key,
I know they have
Cleft
like
Lip, Slurpup. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
I think that was the evolved one of that. I think.
it evolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's two of them.
Into a
What?
bigger cunt. But in Crown and Jewel, right? That's what it's called? Scepter?
Yeah.
Apparently.
They're tapping into a market, right? But they haven't touched it. Sex toys.
You're just gonna be like.
It's gonna be a dildo Pokemon. Their feet are gonna be the balls, and
What was Electabuzz then?
I'm trying to remind myself what Electabuzz looks like. He's like fat.
it looks like a
fat.
He has two dildos on his head, yeah.
Foreshadowing. They were like, in years to come,
And then Wobbuffet has a dildo on his head.
in the
Trio.
years to come, we will make 8th generation Pokemon. 8th generation Pokemon. Number 6 toys.
Come over there, Pikachu.
He's his own power supply. He never needs batteries.
Just constantly vibrating. All of the Pokeballs like vibrating.
No, there's that
And a
Pokemon.
10-year-old kid has it. Just
Yeah, there's that Pokemon Rotom that can turn into like a
Yeah,
like a
Rotom.
vacuum cleaner and stuff like that. It just turns into a vibrator.
It's like Ash's mom's like, Rotom. He's like, Rotom. And it's like, come here. And he goes into the vibrator. He's like, Rotom. And he's like, that's right.
Ash won't be home for another year.
I just discovered a new region. Ah, I heard Ash discovered a new region.
She's like sticking up her ass. I discovered a new region.
Oh, God.
Hot.
I'm sure there's fan fiction somewhere.
Oh, we just made it.
Through the window, and the baby's like a half dog, half baby. It's like Scooby's kid, Scooby and Velma's kid.
And she's just like, God damn it.
Okay, so in terms of all the other Pokemon movies, yeah, it definitely holds up because it's actually a decent Pokemon movie.
Remember that one where they invented God?
Which one was that? Was that
Yeah, Arceus.
Oh, ours?
Arceus is literally Pokemon God.
Yeah.
It's like, I created all of you. Just like out of existence, gone. I remember you could get him in the game, and I got him in the game, and like I'd use this one move. I forget what it's called. It's called like Judgment or something like that.
Judgment?
Yeah, they just fucking die. And I was like, in my head, I'd always imagined like their eyes like turned to black, and they just fucking fell over. They're just dead.
Wouldn't it be more like the penance stare from Ghost Rider, if anything? Judgment, you know what I
It's
mean?
been a while since I've seen Ghost
Have you read the comics?
No.
Well, pretty much, I think the only person or something like that is like a Punisher. He's the only one not to like succumb to the mumbo jumbo of the penance stare. But pretty much what it is Nick Cage comes up to you, screams in your face, and if you wet your pants, you die.
I feel like that's something like Nick Cage would just do in real life, just randomly.
Yeah.
I've only seen Ghost Rider once, and it was on a bus in Mexico. So I don't know what was going on. It was all in Spanish, but it was pretty good.
Hola, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Señor.
I saw it like 10 times. I don't know why. Like I was little, I'm like, I like Ghost Rider.
He looks cool.
Yeah, he's like the skull and he has a leather jacket. Wow.
You might as well be a Pokemon.
Yeah. Pretty much. That'd be cool. You just like throw your Pokeball and Nick Cage comes out.
Wait, would he be a fire?
Screams the beast.
He could transform, like he when he
Yeah.
evolves, he turns into he starts sending out maybe he's Wicker Man.
Ooh, and then a special move is Face Off, and it's kind of like a Ditto effect where he can do the same move as the previous Pokemon that just did his attack. So say the previous Pokemon did a really deadly attack, so he can do that really deadly attack just back.
And he turns into that Pokemon while he's doing the move, but it's the face of the Pokemon is replaced with John Travolta.
What if it's like Voltorb or something, where it's like the entire face is just like a ball of John Travolta?
Yeah.
What if we get John Travolta's face on Dialga, Tom Cruise's face on Palkia, and then L. Ron Hubbard's face on Arceus?
If only we can get Zero Mostel and Snorlax.
And that's called Scientology Mom. I know it's $1 million idea.
Yeah, I think this movie is pretty legit. It's pretty much on par with the first Scooby-Doo movie, Scooby-Doo and on the Island.
That was the
That
wasn't
really
the
scared me when I was a kid.
that wasn't the first. Was that the first one?
was, yeah.
There was that one. There's like two other ones that were really good.
The which one was the
The
second
Cyber
one?
Chase was really
I think Cyber Chase was like the third or fourth
That was the
one,
third
something
one.
like that. There was one with aliens where like Shaggy tries
Alien,
to build an alien.
Alien Invasion,
Yeah, that one was
Zombie
pretty good.
Island, The Witch One, and Cyber Chase.
I think those were like the first four. And
Yeah.
just,
I like the
After the Pirates one got stupid.
I like the live action ones too.
Yeah,
Velma and Daphne.
not bad.
Yeah, I like how they had like they made jokes like sexual innuendo jokes, And when you would watch it on like Cartoon Network, they'd keep them in. Like,
When promos weren't their like leather tight suit.
yeah, dude. When I was a little kid, I was like, what the fuck? Getting excited.
Why do you think I was on Rule 34?
Looking for
And then the weed jokes with Shaggy. Mary Jane, I love Mary Jane.
He's good.
Oh, yes.
Why were we just talking about Scooby-Doo?
Because I was saying the movie was on par with Chris.
Oh yeah, it was pretty cheesy, but I mean, like, it's a Pokemon movie. It was, I mean, it was pretty much what I expected it to be. You know, I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Like the part where like Ash sacrificed himself, I was like, oh, why do you feel sad? I don't know. It's like I was watching my childhood, like right there,
Just dying.
just kind of die. Yeah, but yeah, I think it did for me. It made me happy.
Quitting reviews here, and I think that the Pokemon movie, the first movie, was one of the best movies that I've seen as a child. I haven't seen it since I was a child, and I don't know if I will see it again. But once I see it, I'll see it in a very good mood.
I haven't seen it like since years ago. So.
Pretend you watched it today.
I really like the part where it had your short, cause my pants went woo.
Anyways, I like the movie. Yeah, it's a pretty solid Pokemon movie. Not the best movie, but you know, for the time and for the you know, not sissiness of it and the restraints that we have nowadays in terms of movies and animation and such, it's very, very good.
I think it's a really good movie to be brought up with. You know, as like a little kid.
Welcome to Which Pokemon Bitch Would You Fuck?
Let's start with Dale. Dale, which Pokemon bitch would you fuck?
Sucker for a pretty face. Misty.
Oh, we got one for Misty.
You know, for Misty.
Is that child Misty or grown up Misty? Probably the child kind. All right, Pat, it's your turn. Which Pokemon bitch would you fuck?
I'm a sucker for redheads, so Jesse.
Jeff, which Pokemon bitch would you fuck?
Man, look here.
I don't remember any of them, so I'm just gonna
Okay.
go with.
Yeah, you do. You're a Pokemon master. You
Oh,
know
I'm a
how to-
Pokemon
I
Master.
haven't dwelled in Pokemon vagina for a long
Yeah, but
time. It's been a few.
The last Pokemon thing he did was dress up Misty.com.
The fuck's
Look it up, you'll thank me later.
that? Well,
tell me what you do on this website.
I don't know.
Okay, no.
She's
no,
pretty
you're the guy who throws this segment at us, and you don't even have a fucking answer.
This is like Chuck Lorre coming over and saying he doesn't have a date.
Whatever that means. Yeah, that's what you're
Chuck
doing.
Norris.
Yeah, you're Chuck Lorre. Hey, Chuck. Chucky.
We'll see you back in 2 and 2.
Hello, I'm Mr. Red.
We're setting this right now. Who would you fuck from Pokemon?
You can pick a Pokemon at
You
this
can
point.
be a
right now.
Pokemon. You want to do like
Oh god.
like Abra with tits? I don't know.
What about a Nidorino?
I don't know.
Abra with tits?
That's just Jinx.
Jinx?
Jeez.
We'll work it out.
Delicious.
Afro
Technically, it's an animal. We don't have to blur it.
Oh. What's her face from Sinnoh? She was the blonde chick, and she had like the luxury balls.
You say
That's what they were called. They were called.
Is she the dragon?
I think she was dragon. Yeah, she had like ponytails and like little.
Is she like the champion of the game or something?
I think she's like something important like that.
Look it up on your phone.
we need visual.
Here. I got my
I'll throw it up on screen when I find it.
Fire gym leaders from the Hoenn region.
Oh, that's your answer? Wait, which game is she from?
Cynthia.
So Ruby, Sapphire,
Cynthia.
stuff like that. Emerald.
She looks like she'd be very dominant. She would.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
9/11. Throw it up on the screen.
Whole building just came apart. Holy smokes. Alright, I guess you guys can be ready.
What does this turn into? What is going on? How long is this?
I like
How many
it.
reels? Let's get these reels rolling.
It's been a while, so I'll just say 7.
Wow. 7 for the first Pokemon.
Yeah.
None of this matters right now.
Anyways, Pat, what's your number?
151.
Out of 880?
Yep. I had no clue how many Pokemons there are currently, so
808. Oh,
then 151 out of whatever you said.
It's not very good.
So yeah, that's pretty low. That's like
that is pretty low,
that's
honestly.
pretty like 10%.
But it's a nostalgic.
Yeah, 7.5.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
For your first Pokemon movie.
You gave it a
tired.
7.
Yeah, you're a
Damn,
dick.
7.5.
You're the guy who plays Pokemon way more than me. You gave it a 7. You should have given it a 9.
I played Pokemon
I have
in
obligation.
years.
Yeah, but you played them all.
No, I haven't.
Most of them.
In terms of a Pokemon movie, I would give this honestly like a solid 9, but in terms of a real movie, I'd give it like a 5.5, 6.
You like it? You think it's the best one?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's close next to 2000, but all the other ones I can hardly remember. I know the Latios and Latios one was pretty okay, but then Ash has a thing with the Latios, so
You fucks it?
he doesn't
Yeah.
fuck it. He kisses it though.
No, so he fucks
When it's in human form.
So then he probably would fuck it. He's like, hey,
No,
it's not bestiality.
I don't know.
It's not dolphin puss. That's for sure.
That didn't stop one guy.
So yeah. Anyways, continue.
I said I played 5 Pokemon games.
I've
And I
played
played the card game. I played the card game religiously. I actually went to like tournaments. I remember going to the California State Nationals.
How did you do?
Pretty bad.
Did you like win anything?
I won like twice, I think.
So did,
Out of
you,
like 5.
did you get to the preliminaries or whatever? I don't know.
I think. I got through like 2 rounds. So,
Yeah, they were just like pretty much right.
can you like put that on repeat?
I already got him singing the song, so. You guys should go watch that, by the way. Synergy, motherfuckers. Synergy.
If you click right here where my finger's pointing, I'll have a little thing where you can click to go see the video. Alright, thanks for watching. What's our ending catchphrase again? Oh yeah, here's looking at you, kid.